Want to bring back attorney Michael Barnes. And Michael, this is so heartbreaking for the entire courtroom, for everyone to hear when you see those little kids and you think of them seeing their father in that state.
It really is heartbreaking, and I actually thought that the defense attorney, Ed Chernoff, did not do himself or his case any favors yesterday when he gave the chef such a hard time about why she only called the son, why she didn't call 911. That was a household that, number one, valued privacy more than most other households, for sure. And you can see from these staff members who have testified so far, these were really nice people. These were people who had the utmost respect for Michael Jackson and his family, and they knew what they were supposed to do in a machine that was intended to work very smoothly. So the defense attorney then gave her a really tough time for not calling 911, not going to get security, and I think that is just not going to play well with the jurors.
Michael, how damaging do you think Alberto Alvarez, Michael Jackson's bodyguard, testimony was when he talked about Dr. Conrad Murray and putting away the vials, almost seeming like some sort of cover-up? What do you think of that?
Yes, you know, that's a crucial fact in this case, and I do think that it supports what a lot of us who've been reading these facts over the course of the past couple of years have believed, which is that Conrad Murray put his own interests above the interests of his patient, Michael Jackson, and that's why he had his colleagues clean up his mess before the police or the other paramedics came into the home. So I think it's going to be really damaging testimony. It's going to be hard for the defense to find a way to make that fit into their story.
All right, Mike, thank you. We know you're on standby for us. We're so appreciative of that. Meg, we talked about... We just want to remind you that court is in a mid-morning break. That's why they're showing the seal there. Again, that was Kai Chase, Michael Jackson's personal chef, and it seemed as though she was closer to the family than just a personal chef. Want to bring back attorney Michael Barnes. And, Michael, you wonder why that Kai was saying, go get Prince, or that she heard that from Dr. Murray. Maybe that was just a gut reaction to get the family together, but it seems a little bit bizarre that you would bring in a child to that room.
I agree, and I think they probably all regretted having done that, but it was something that really occurred in the heat of a moment where the chef didn't know what was going on. She could just tell that something was terribly wrong. And again, this is a home where everyone values privacy. It requires permission to enter the home. It requires permission to go up the stairs. These people knew what they were supposed to do in this particular home, and you follow direction. You do what you're told, especially given the fact that this was a physician who was supposed to be caring for Michael Jackson. Why would you call 911 when a physician's already up there taking care of the patient? So, you know, the blame cannot be placed on other people, despite the attempts of the defense attorneys here. The blame belongs with the individual who is in charge of the patient, Conrad Murray.
And Michael, Dr. Conrad Murray, as you know, he's facing 4 years in jail, charged with involuntary manslaughter. Do you think that 4 years is too little, too much? Should this be medical malpractice? Or because it was in someone's home, he should be looking at more prison time?
You know, I can't really comment on the adequacy of the sentence. I mean, we're talking about the life of someone, and certainly I do think that there is a strong case for a negligence case, medical malpractice, and I know that the family is pursuing that. But I do think that the prosecutors were smart to bring this charge. And I know there's been a lot of controversy about this, including Nancy Grace on Dr. Drew saying that he should have been charged with murder or second-degree murder. But I think they went with a sure thing, and I think they understood that Conrad Murray was going to be portrayed as a very likable man and as a person who didn't have evil in his heart. And as obviously, we're seeing today through this theme from the prosecutors, Conrad Murray did put his own interests above the interests of Michael Jackson in numerous instances, but that doesn't mean that he was evil or that he had malice to do harm to Michael Jackson.
And does that matter, Meg, if a person